and welcome to Somerville Highlander Girls Lacrosse on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and today the Highlanders are hosting the GBL leaders, the Medford Mustangs, as we complete Medford week here on Somerville Ed TV. The two teams atop the GBL battling one another here at Dilboy Stadium, as we will have the face-off. Regan Antonelli in the face-off circle. She has become quite the face-off hand for the Highlanders, but you can see how effective Medford can be as Schneider takes it right down the pitch. Drop down into that X position as the pass from Casey trying to connect up with Georgia Scott. Highlanders will get the possession here. Possession will be very, very important in this matchup. Those face-offs will be hugely important as the game goes on. Got to be effective on your passes as well. They were looking forward, looking for that pass into the attacking zone to Ava Davis, but got away from the Highlanders, and now Medford back on the attack as they break through into the attacking zone, carried in. Sienna Fossey with it. Fossey will drop that off to Erin Alves. Keep an eye on number 2 as well as number 21. Erin Alves, sophomore mid for the Medford Mustangs. Shot there by Nora McCobb inside. Great stop by Julia Rafkin. Whistle sounds. Infraction against the Mustangs. Highlanders will get it. It's Kate Timmons. Uses her speed to get around that forecheck. Gets it forward to Antonelli. Highlanders into the attacking zone is Regan Antonelli now. Looking for the opportunity to strike. She goes in, puts that one into the back of the net. No, we have an infraction as the defense's cross was in the halo of the head of Antonelli, so she'll have it from the 8-meter arc. Fires that one, and Riley Allen able to make the stop on Antonelli, and quickly Medford in transition as Celia Meager back into the attacking zone for the Mustangs. Scoreless here right off the bat. Top 2 teams in the GBL. It's Becky Casey with it now, defended by Antonelli. Gets it back out, Sienna Fossey. Over to Alves. Noted that Alves and Casey, the leading scorers, number 21 and number 2 for the Mustangs. Fossey now. Cutting in. Drops it over here to the near side to Meager. Meager back to the X position. Defended back there by Plata. So they get it out wide to Alves on the far side. Highlanders defense. Kind of a matchup zone, a little man-to-man going on out on the perimeter. It's Nora Gamache trying to man up against Alves. Did a nice job checking that out of her cross. Timmons looks to pick it up, and Alves comes away with it. Medford holding on to the possession here. Gamache getting the start here for the Highlanders. Looking for her speed to hopefully nullify the speed of Erin Alves. Fossey, all right, strike that. That's Meager, has it out wide. Gives it to Casey. Casey with Antonelli watching over her. Casey gets the pass down low, looking to connect up with Georgia Scott. Gets by her, but Medford able to field that. Shot there, knocked wide. Nice job by Julia Rafkin. On an errant shot that goes out of bounds, the team with the player closest gets the possession. Medford had it there as they were closest, determined by the referee. Nice. It's going to go back over to the Highlanders, though. Maybe they were the closest. Transition so important as they get the ball to Layla Mahoney. Mahoney out wide. That's Lounsbury. Lounsbury speeds into the attacking zone. She'll pull it back out. Look for Davis. Davis so effective coming from that goal line extended. Loves to pop out and take the shot. Now Buckley will get it. Brings it here to Elia Valdez on the near side. Valdez loses it out of the cross. Got to pick up that ground ball. Fossey right on her there. And Alves will come away with it. Alves now showing her speed. Plata trying to stop her up there. Nice job by Camilla. A little too aggressive with the checking there. Body contact not allowed, but you can use your cross to hit the opponent's cross to knock the ball out. Saw Norga Mosh do that quite well earlier on Aaron Alves. Meager gives it off to Fossey. Fossey with Plata right in front of her. Strike that, actually. That's Adriana de Goyer in front of her. We've got a whistle here on the near side. Highlanders with the infraction. Medford will get the restart. This is not a shooting restart. I do not believe, because it's not within that 8-meter arc. That darker line there. As she has to get checked before she could shoot. And that shot is blocked from Meager. Highlanders get the possession now as they work it out, looking for Davis. Davis will pick up the ground ball. She's immediately defended closely by Jordan Godfrey. Ava Davis, though, cutting through that defense. Look at that speed by Ava Davis as she breaks down right down the slot now. Looks wide. There's Valdez with it. Valdez driving in. Looking for the shot. She bats it near the goal, but Riley Allen able to pick that one up. And now, once again, quick transition by the Mustangs. Meager, the outlet. Bringing it into the attacking zone. Highlanders, though, had the defense back that time. So Meager will slow things down. 5:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Scoreless here from Dilboy Stadium. Two top teams in the GBL. Medford, the reigning champions. Highlanders, the previous two-time champions. As Meager has it out wide. Gets it back to the X position. Shot there. Great block by Rafkin as McCobb tried to test her low. And Rafkin was able to make the stop. Now Regan Antonelli showing her speed on the far side of the field. Passes that one forward for Lounsbury. Lounsbury couldn't quite get it into the cross, though. And the Mustangs have it. Forecheck now as Rowan Buckley is able to knock that one away. Buckley comes up with the ground ball, so the Highlanders get the possession here. Now Buckley, so effective from that X position, distributing the ball. Gets it to Plata. Highlanders now getting the opportunity to set their offense up. Keep an eye on Ava Davis. She loves to attack from that far goal line extended. As they work it around the perimeter, Buckley has it. Gives it off to Davis. Back at that X position. Cutter is Lounsbury. She screens for Davis. Here she comes looking for that shot. Fires, that one goes wide. Buckley back behind the net, closest to it. She'll pick it up. She might have a crease, but doesn't, as that gets shut down quickly by Godfrey. Now Fossey trying to pick up the ground ball after Buckley had it checked away. Sienna Fossey showing her speed back the other direction for the Mustangs. Davis trying to check it away, going to get called for the infraction. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Tightly played quarter so far by both teams. Obviously, these two teams know each other very, very well. Aaron Alves now looking to distribute. Finds the cutter. That's McCobb. Feeds it back out to Caitlin Alves. Alves drops it off with Meager. Meager defended tightly by Fiona Rickson. Meager back at X now. As they work it around. Georgia Scott thinks about hitting the cutter, pulls it back out to Aaron Alves. Medford working their offense, taking their time. They've had the bulk of possession. Julia Rafkin has turned away 3 or 4 shots already. It's Becky Casey now, top of the slot. Defended well by Antonelli, gets the screen from Aaron Alves. Looks for the cutter, but there's Kate Timmons knocking it away. Timmons will get the ground ball, and she's off to the races. Highlanders look like they have some numbers coming into the attacking zone. Timmons wants to take advantage of it. She'll look for Valdez. Valdez not quite able to get it into the cross. Timmons will pull it away. Plays it back out to Plata. They'll set the offense. It's now Plata off the cut from Lounsbury. Gives it off to Davis. See if they work that screen for Davis coming from over there again. Instead, gets it out to Mahoney. Back out to Plata, top of the slot. Over to Antonelli now on the near side. Antonelli, she'll spin, try to cut in, kicks it back to Valdez. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Scoreless here from Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders looking to build some offense here. Emma Lounsbury gets that one down to Buckley. Buckley now to Davis behind the net at the X. She'll try it. She'll spin. She'll try the underhand. Gets knocked away. Tries to scoop it in. Can't quite get it there. Ground ball in front of the crease. And Riley Allen will come away with it. Far outlet by Allen again. Medford on the run. That's Fossey. Good job by the Highlanders once again turning away that transition attack. Medford with those long outlets from Riley Allen really nullifying any forechecking opportunity for the Highlanders. Becky Casey with it now. Looks for the cutter. She's got Caitlin Alves. Loses it out of the cross.
1 minute.
Chased down. Highlanders will come away with it. Nice job there by Fiona Rickson. Rickson now cuts it to the interior. Minute remaining here in the quarter. It remains scoreless. Plata couldn't quite get it in the cross. Now she's got it. It will go over to Medford as Plata called for the push-off on Fossey. Now Meager with it for the Mustangs. Alves with it, top of the slot, defended by Gamache. Alves goes in, fires that one. Rafkin kicks it aside.
I got a girl who keeps walking on the track and she's using the sand, but she's over there.
22 seconds remaining. Medford keeps the possession.
Black pants and a white suit.
Georgia Scott with it, back at X, splits the defenders. Drops that one off in front of the net. And there's your first goal of the game, Caitlin Alves. Able to put that one home right in front of the crease. And she got the pass. Believe that came from Georgia Scott on the assist. So Medford able to break the scoreless tie right at the end of the first quarter with 8.8 seconds remaining. Tough break for the Highlanders there.
Caitlin Alves.
Yes, Caitlin Alves comes away with the goal. Senior tri-captain for the Mustangs. They lead 1-0. Face off here. 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Antonelli and Casey battling. And away with it comes Fossey for the Mustangs. She's got it out wide. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. A very tightly played first quarter between the Highlanders and the Mustangs. As the Mustangs able to break through off the Caitlin Alves goal with 8.8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So the Highlanders behind 1-0, but a heck of a game going on so far. We had a heck of a game yesterday over at Trum Field as well, as the Highlander baseball team earned their way into the playoffs after taking a year off from the postseason. Head coach Matty O'Donnell's boys back into the Division II postseason as they earned their 9th win of the year. They are 9-2 overall. They are 8-1 in the GBL. They are number 1 in the GBL while they were defeating Medford at Trum Field. We had that broadcast for you, by the way, on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you mash your buttons, like, share, subscribe, check it all out. Sign up for those notifications as well. You'll know exactly when we have live coverage as well as when we post our videos. You'll be able to keep up to date on what is going on as we reach playoff time here in the spring season. Victory over Medford at Trum not only kept the Highlanders a game ahead of Lynn Classical, who they had lost to on Monday, in the GBL. Classical did them a favor by taking care of Malden. So Malden drops from being 1 game back to being 2 games back. We will have coverage of the Highlanders versus the Malden Golden Tornadoes. That game is coming up Monday at Trum Field. There will be a 4 o'clock start at Trumfield Monday, May 11th. We will be there covering that game between the Golden Tornadoes and the Highlanders. Malden has some great pitchers that they like to put out there on the mound. We'll see what the Highlanders offense can do as they will be facing off against those Golden Tornadoes. Highlanders today out at Lynn English, back at Frazier Field where they lost to Lynn Classical back on Monday. They're back out there at Frazier today facing off against Lynn English as they've got 2 games remaining against Lynn English on their GBL schedule, as well as Revere and Malden yet to come. So we will see if head coach Matty O'Donnell's Highlanders can get that GBL championship back, as they were able to win it 2 years ago. Medford took it last year, and Highlanders look like they are well on the way to taking that GBL championship back. Speaking of GBL championships, right here at Girls Lacrosse, we've got the 2 top teams in the GBL, and they are playing like top teams. Tightly contested first quarter. Medford able to break through with 8.8 seconds remaining in that quarter. It's Casey and Antonelli facing off. Great job there as the Highlanders come away with it. Kate Timmons using her height. As Timmons uses speed too in the attacking zone. She's got that long cross. She drops it off looking for Owen Buckley. And we have a whistle. Highlanders will get the free shot here, I believe, as Timmons was obstructed on the way. She'll have it from the 8-meter. Riley Allen has stopped one from the 8-meter earlier. Highlanders looking to even it up on this 8-meter shot. Timmons fires. That one goes wide, but Ava Davis ends up with it. Davis looking to cross right in front of the net. Tried to hit Elia Valdez cutting in. Went behind her, though, and Medford comes away with it. As Jordan Godfrey plays that one out. Medford, such a good job with those outlet passes. So hard to get a forecheck onto them. They are into the attacking zone. Nora McCobb will drop it back, and they will set their offense as Becky Casey starts things. Aaron Alves now with it. Alves off the screen from Casey. Antonelli switches over to her. They give it to Casey. Actually, no, strike that, that's Georgia. And that one fired, goes wide. It's Georgia Scott fires that one wide of the net. Medford had somebody at X. Kaylin Alves back there, so they get the possession back. Now Alves here near side to Georgia Scott. Scott looking for a cutter. Tries to give it off to Caitlin Alves. Rolling all the way, but did not go out of bounds. Alves ends up with it. She comes back, drops it off to Aaron Alves. Now the cutter inside. That one is a goal for Nora McCobb. As the freshman McCobb gets onto the score sheet with the goal. 2-0 lead now for the Mustangs. The Highlanders defense got a little bit out of position, chasing that ball out to the far side. McCobb took advantage of it, found a crease, and was able to drive in for that goal. Another important face-off here. Highlanders look to come away with it. Antonelli unable to pick it up, though. And now Caitlin Alves has it. Antonelli trying to check the ball away. She's able to for a moment, but Aaron Alves picks it up. So Medford, another possession here as they win the critical face-off after scoring. Scott feeds it back to Aaron Alves, top of the slot. Alves looks for the cutter. Somehow, McCobb was able to keep that in the cross as she went down to the turf. Medford holds on to the possession. Now McCobb has it. McCobb looks inside for Casey. Look at that flick with the cross. How did Casey get that inside? That is not a goal yet, as it was against Casey. She was inside the goalie's crease. She had a foot in the crease, so no goal. No goal there. Highlanders get it back the other direction. Layla Mahoney with it now. Mahoney looking for a way out of this. She had Casey as well as Meager right on her. Drops it back. Now DeGoyer plays it forward. That's Plata. And Plata gets fouled by Fossey. Highlanders will restart. Plata right into the attacking zone. Fossey tried to sneak up behind her. Good job by Fossey there to block that pass. And Casey comes away with the ground ball. There's that outlet pass. And Celia Meager into the attacking zone. Mahoney getting back. Highlanders doing a nice job holding their defense and their formation. Not giving a lot of creases or opportunities in that first quarter. Medford, though, able to score here early in the second as McCobb was able to do it. There's McCobb with it right there. McCobb far side, defended by Plata. Looking for a cutter. Tries the inside. That's Georgia Scott. Ball's bouncing around. Julia Rafkin comes away with it, but her outlet attempt to Regan Antonelli stolen away. Good read there by Casey. Now Fossey, top of the slot. She'll feed it out wide. Aaron Alves. As Alves trying to get by Gamache. Nice defense there by Gamache, moving her feet, not letting the speedy Alves by. Mahoney will pick up that pass attempt as Georgia Scott couldn't quite get it into the cross. Highlanders will get the restart as Mahoney was checked illegally. They give it off. As that's Kate Timmons. Timmons showing speed once again. Drops it to Owen Buckley. Buckley now down the right side. Thinks about a pass. She's got Valdez in front. She go back to X instead. Now she drops it out to Valdez, goal line extended. Out to Plata now. As Plata surveys the situation, trying to find somebody open. Mahoney will get into the attack as well. Plata will play it over to Mahoney here on the near side. So we've got a whistle timeout taken by the Highlanders. 6:01 remaining here in the first half as the Highlanders and the Mustangs battling for the GBL lead. Mustangs with a 2-0 lead in this game. Highlanders, their offense, I think basically head coach Yanni Saragatis wants to basically go over what their offense is, how they want to go about attacking. They've seen what Medford is doing defensively. One thing that they need to address, I think, are those quick outlets, those long distance outlets. Medford is aligning 3 players along the midfield area across the field, and their goalie Riley Allen so effective at releasing the ball downfield with that distance. And there is plenty of room for those players to catch that ball and turn the attack on. Speaking of turning the attack on, the boys lacrosse team took a win from Malden yesterday as they picked up their 5th win, I should say, of the season. They are now 5-6 overall, 4-2 in the GBL. They are 4 wins away from qualifying for the playoffs. They only have 6 games remaining on the schedule, though, so they've got to win 4 of the remaining 6 on their schedule. They are at Watertown tomorrow. That Watertown team is a 2-9 team. Possible victory there, sitting there for the Highlanders, one of those 4 that they need to get into the postseason. They also have Salem here at Dilboy Stadium. That will be at 4 o'clock on Tuesday the 12th. That will be here at Dilboy Stadium as they face off against Salem. Salem, a 4-9 team, looking for their own pathway to the playoffs. And the Highlanders have an opportunity possibly for some victories there. They are looking for 4 wins as they come down the stretch. That will get them into the playoffs. We hope they are able to do that on Tuesday. We will not be here at Dilboy, though. We will be over at Trum Field because the softball team is taking on Lynn Vocational Tech. And the softball team, they are 3-9 right now, likely out of the playoffs, but not mathematically eliminated yet. Coming off a tough 12-10 loss to Rockport. They're over at Rockport tomorrow is when they will be at Rockport, and hopefully they can steal a victory there at Rockport. As the softball team, very, very young, very, very athletic, they can swing the bats. It's the fielding and the pitching that they need to work on, and that's what younger players need to work on. So we will get an opportunity to see them on Tuesday the 12th. That is a 4 o'clock start at Trum Field. As Medford looking to steal that ball away, and they do, as Aaron Alves goes hard to the turf. Bounces right back up. And there's that outlet out there. It missed the initial target, but Caitlin Alves able to pick it up. So the Highlanders, after the timeout, turn the ball over, and now Medford back on the offense, leading 2-0. Georgia Scott with it. It's Plata on her tightly. Checks that one right out of the cross. Can Plata get the pickup on it? No, she cannot. Yes, she does. As last to touch it, they rule, is Becky Casey. Now Plata loses that one out. Infraction called against Casey in that case. Plata down the sideline, forced out of bounds again. And that time the ball went out, so Medford will get it. There's a good check on the cross of Plata. Move the ball away from her. Georgia Scott now with it for Medford. Medford sets their offense, 4:18 remaining in the first half. They have the 2-0 lead. Remember, Medford won between these two teams at Medford, defeated the Highlanders 12-1. That is certainly not the story we are seeing today. The Highlander defense doing a really good job against this Medford offense. Julia Rafkin in goal has also been tremendous. Caitlin Alves gives it to Becky Scott. Shot there. And that's into the net. As Becky Casey, I should say, picks up the goal, her first goal of the game. 3-0 is the Medford lead. We saw Becky Casey get a shot in behind Julia Rafkin earlier this quarter. She was inside the crease, though, had a foot on the crease. So that was a nullified goal, but you were able to see on that goal that she just hit, as well as that nullified goal, the quick cross that she has. She has such a quick shot with that cross. One of the leading scorers, along with Aaron Alves, on this Mustang team. Good job there by Antonelli, using her height and her reach. Now she's using her speed, trying to get into the attacking zone. Infraction's going to go against the Mustangs. Fossey called for that. Blocking the pathway. She'll get the start from the 12-meter arc. In this case, she can drive in. She cannot shoot until she is checked. She can pass at any point she'd like, and she does to Plata. Now Plata looking for a shot here on the near side. Instead, she gives it up to Alves. I'm sorry, strike that. Davis. So there's 2 Alveses, and they do a lot over on Medford, and Davis does so much for the Highlanders as well. It's Becky Casey gets the turnover, picks up the ground ball, feeds it to Georgia Scott. Scott into the attacking zone for the Mustangs. They lead 3-0. So they found 2 more ways to get through this Highlander defense here in the second quarter. Meager now with it. Feeds it out wide. That's McCobb. Back to the cutting Meager. loses it out of her cross. Nice job there by Rickson as she was able to get in the way and cause the misplay. Feeds it out to Kate Timmons. Timmons cuts it back to the interior away from Erin Alves. That's where she finds Sienna Fossey. Fossey called for the infraction, the push-off on Timmons. 2:04 remaining in the half. Antonelli gets the long pass. Tries to break in, spins, drives in, fires that one, and Antonelli puts it into the back of the net. As Regan Antonelli gets the Highlanders on the board, 3-1 is the score. Minute 55 remaining here in the first half.
Solo goal, number 21, Regan Antonelli.
Fantastic job there by Antonelli as she was able to spin and cut between the defenders, getting in there between Fossey and Collins, and was able to find the back of the net. She got it by Riley Allen as well. We've seen how difficult that is. Allen has stopped 2 8-meter shots, or 2 shots from the 8-meter area. Antonelli earns another possession for the Highlanders. Feeds it back out to Plata. Plata's got to chase it down now. Lounsbury had cut open in front of the net there. I don't think Antonelli saw her. As Valdez has it out wide. Gives it to Rowan Buckley. Now Buckley thinks about taking on Collins, decides not to. So the Highlanders work it around. Minute 15 remaining in the half. Highlanders trail 3-1. Buckley will get it here near side. Davis flashes. Buckley comes around, fires that one. Riley Allen's able to knock it away.
1 minute remaining.
And
1 minute.
Aaron now, or strike that. Collins comes away with it, but she stepped out of bounds. So the Highlanders will keep the possession. Now Buckley from X. Quick restart there. Gets it to Valdez. Now Antonelli over to Plata at the top of the slot. 43 seconds. Highlanders down by 2. Mahoney now. Feeds Davis. Davis gets a screen here from Buckley. Feeds it back to Mahoney. 20 seconds remaining. It's Mahoney. Drops it back to Davis. Davis spinning. Spinning again. Tried that spin twice. Godfrey was ready for it and took the ball away. We have a whistle though. Let's see what this is going to be. 2 players down on the turf. As Davis went down to the turf, as did Erin Alves. Alves up a little slowly. Highlanders will get the restart from the 8-meter arc. It's going to be Ava Davis. She will have the opportunity from that 8-meter arc. Highlanders looking to cut it to a 2-point game, or a 1-point game with a goal here. Oh, and Ava gets called for the illegal procedure as she leaned forward and took a step before the whistle. 5 seconds remaining as Medford will clear it out of their defensive area, and that will do it for the first half of play. It has been a good one here at Dilboy Stadium as the 2 leaders of the GBL playing like it as they are separated by 2 goals. A huge goal by Regan Antonelli late in that first half got the Highlanders onto the board. Scorers for the Mustangs as they lead 3-1. Nora McCobb, Caitlin Alves, and Becky Casey. We will be back for second half action here as we complete Medford Week on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon with you as the Highlanders and Mustangs battle in a GBL battle between the 2 top girls lacrosse teams in the GBL. Mustangs lead this one 3-1 as this has been a tightly contested game between these two teams. Aaron Alves looking to come away from that face-off for the Mustangs. Infraction called against Plata for the check, illegal check. So Alves will get the restart. Medford will have the first possession here of the second half. Medford goals by Caitlin Alves, Becky Casey, and Nora McCobb. Highlander goal by Regan Antonelli. These two teams faced off about a month ago at Medford. Medford won that game 12-1. As the Highlanders have been very, very tight on the defensive side this game. As they begin things with a pass inside looking for Georgia Scott. And Julia Rafkin able to handle it. Outlet pass for the Highlanders bounces away, but Kate Timmons again there, able to clean it up, feeds it to Antonelli. Antonelli driving in, looking to get into that scoring area. She'll fire a shot. She passes it to Lounsbury, and that's in the back of the net. Antonelli drops it to Emma Lounsbury right outside the goalie circle. And the whirling dervish of Lounsbury puts it in behind Riley Allen. It's a one-goal game. Highlanders have cut it to 1, 3-2 your Medford lead. Casey Antonelli in the face-off circle. And Antonelli able to knock it away from Casey. And the Highlanders will get the possession as Fossey was called for the push-off. Camila Plata, the quick restart. Highlanders get into the attacking zone. They look to equalize here against the Mustangs. Medford undefeated in the GBL. Highlanders with 1 loss. That was to Medford. As the pass goes all the way downfield, Caitlin Alves able to take it. Layla Mahoney, nice job defensively getting back for the Highlanders, keeping Alves from thinking about driving in to score. And now Medford will set up and get their offense going. They tried a pass right down in front of the net last time on their offensive possession, their first one here in the second half. Another pass as they're trying now. They've changed their attack. As that pass goes out of bounds, Highlanders will get it. Change their attack up a bit. As they're now trying passes from that top of the slot area. Rickson plays that forward. That's DeGoyer. It's DeGoyer's pass, though. Lounsbury looking to collect it off the ground. It's Lounsbury and Buckley. Lounsbury comes away with it. She's got Antonelli. Tried the pass, but knocked away by Alves. Medford with speed the other direction now. Highlanders, good job getting back defensively. There's Fossey with it. DeGoyer keeping an eye on her. Highlanders have cut it to a 1-goal game after trailing 3-0. Pass from Fossey, too high to be handled by Isla Welch. Highlanders will get it. Here's Mahoney now. Highlanders need to get it out of their zone. Caitlin Timmons plays that one forward, looking for Plata, but right down around her feet. Plata not able to get it into the cross. Now Godfrey has it for the Mustangs. Godfrey will drive into the attacking zone. Normally a defensive player. It's Gamache on her very tightly. Looking for the cutter. Nice cut there by Kate Timmons as she was able to step in front of that pass. She's got speed downfield as she is able to get distance on the attack. Highlanders have numbers into the attacking zone. Timmons wants to press this attack. Finds Davis in front of the net. Davis's shot stopped by Riley Allen, point blank. What a stop there by Riley Allen. Back the other direction now. Medford has it quickly into the attacking zone as Fossey has it out wide. That's McCobb, actually. Strike that. McCobb spinning away from Gamache. Feeds it back out. Caitlin Alves with it now. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 1-goal game here at Doughboy. Two top teams in the GBL. Medford has gone from trying to attack by working around the perimeter and along the goal line extended. They look now to be trying to pass in from this top area of the attacking zone. We're seeing cutters coming across. Right now you see McCobb cutting through as Becky Casey has it, directing traffic out there. Antonelli right on her. Antonelli now screened off the play. Casey looks for the screener as it was Fossey rolling. Plays it out here wide to the near side. Meager with it. Drops that back out to Welch. Good job by the Highlanders on the defensive side. That ball out of the cross for just a moment. Gamache not quite able to get to it. Meager picks it up. Now McCobb loses it for a moment from the cross, picks it up again. Layla Mahoney's there defensively. Georgia Scott trying to cross in front of the goal. Meager, though, loses it out of the cross there.
Middle school kids coming back.
As Gamache now not able to pick it up. Meager comes away with it. And we have a whistle. As we're going to get an opportunity on the restart here for Medford. Cannot shoot on this restart. Not from the 8 meter. Now this will be from the 8 meter. So she will be able to shoot. As Julia Rafkin prepares herself. As Nora McCobb will have the opportunity from the 8 meter arc. First time Medford has had a shot from the 8 meter. And a stop there by Rafkin. Great job as she got the elbow out. Medford called for the infraction of getting into the goalie circle. So the Highlanders get the possession here as DeGoyer has it. DeGoyer trying to get around the side. She's able to. Playing that downfield, looking for Lounsbury. Gets past Lounsbury. Has to chase it down. Marino is down there to pick it up for Medford. Marino plays it back to Allen. Riley Allen. Gets it out to Fossey. The attack for Medford will begin again. Strike at McCobb. I keep saying Fossey. Both McCobb and Fossey. Similar, shorter stature and excellent tough players. That's Fossey with it now, feeding it over to McCobb. Now Welch will have it as they try to figure out how to solve this Highlander defense, holding them to 3 goals so far. As Antonelli knocks it away from Casey, and Antonelli will get the restart. The illegal check is called. Now Antonelli into the attacking zone. Gets by Godfrey. Goes in, drops it to Rowan Buckley. It's down on the ground. Riley Allen's able to make the stop, but Antonelli was sent to the pitch. Let's see what's going on with that. As Antonelli will get from the 8 meter arc the opportunity to tie it here. As Antonelli drives in, fires that one. Riley Allen knocks it away. And Alves comes away with it for the Mustangs. Riley Allen has stopped three penalty shots from the 8 meter arc. A tremendous job by Riley Allen in net today. Great job there by Layla Mahoney as the turnover happens. Plata picks it up and she's on the attack. She's got speed into the zone. The Highlanders have numbers. Plata. And Fossey is going to get called, I think. Another 8 meter restart coming up here for the Highlanders. Riley Allen has turned aside 3 of these. Plata looks to tie it for the Highlanders. It's Plata. Goes around, fires that one, goes wide across the goal mouth. Highlanders get the restart. Buckley closest to it. Highlanders working around the perimeter now. Plata to Lounsbury, down to Davis. Davis, that goal line extended, loves to break in and shoot from there. Instead, she gets it to Buckley at X. Buckley to Valdez. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Medford with the 1-goal lead. Highlanders, though, with Plata driving in, looking to cut into it and maybe tie it up. Plata with a shot, gets blocked. Good job there defensively for the Mustangs, and the outlet goes out to Casey, and they are on the attack. Mahoney ranging back again. Good job by Layla. Looking inside, dangerous here as Meager fires that shot. Rafkin denies Meager on the doorstep. Highlanders will get the restart as Kate Timmons will get it moving. Kate's been tremendous on the defensive end today. And her transition has been fantastic as well, as you see her speed into that zone. Tries to deliver it over to Lounsbury, but just betrayed by the release of the cross that time.
The third quarter, 1 minute.
1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. 1-goal game between the two top teams in the GBL. As Godfrey feeds that forward to Fossey. Ava Davis in pursuit. Was able to catch up to Fossey, but it's got to clear that defensive zone as Fossey obtained that 30-yard line, that football 30-yard line. Now Aaron Alves will get it. Alves drops it to Casey. Casey with Meager cutting in front of the net. Georgia Scott behind her. Scott with the ball now, near side goal line extended, defended by DeGoyer. Or strike that, defended by Rickson. Rickson, nice check there. Can she get to the ball? She will. Great job by Fiona Rickson. Feeds it forward to Rowan Buckley. It's Buckley now. Holds on to the ball to the end of the quarter. The Highlanders scored one in that quarter to make it a 1-goal game. We'll move to the fourth quarter. 3-2 is your score as the Mustangs unable to score in that third quarter. Great job by the Highlanders as they are battling for first place in the GBL today against the Mustangs. Speaking of battles, by the way, throughout the spring, all these teams battling to get into the postseason throughout the spring schedule. Another team has earned their right into the playoffs yet again. The boys volleyball team will be back in the playoffs, the Division I playoffs this time, because they got moved up to Division I, as they earned their 9th victory of the season yesterday against Everett, sweeping the Crimson Tide 3-0. They have a huge week coming up next week as they will face off against Lynn Classical on Monday. That will be at Lynn Classical. They will face off against Revere as well on Wednesday. That will be at 4 o'clock at Broon Fieldhouse, as Classical and Revere, 2 of the 3 teams to have defeated the Highlanders in the GBL this season. So revenge on the mind of Ozzie Marks and the boys as they look to get back into the GBL championship chase. If they can sweep through Classical as well as Revere, it will set up a huge end of the season game as they will go up against the Malden Golden Tornadoes in their last game of the year, the last GBL game of the year. That'll be May 20th at 5:30. That is senior day as well at Broon Fieldhouse for volleyball. We will be in the house as Somerville Ed TV will cover that senior day as that volleyball team will return to the postseason. We will see what implications for the GBL championship that Malden game may have as we wind down the end of the spring season. 12 minutes remaining in this one, a fourth quarter coming up here from Dilboy. Girls lacrosse, of course, already in the postseason so far. Baseball, girls lacrosse, as well as volleyball have earned their way into the postseason. We'll have coverage of their postseason runs here on Somerville EdTV as technology allows. Regan Antonelli once again takes the face-off. Highlanders on the attack to start off the fourth. As Antonelli drives in, she'll look for the pass, looking for Ava Davis. Davis tried to scoop that one across and in and wasn't quite able to. Out of bounds off the pass. Goes over to Medford as Godfrey. Rowan Buckley's cross got into the face of Godfrey. So Buckley will be sent off. So Buckley sent off. So she's sent off for the moment. Is Godfrey able to get that forward to McCobb? Medford now into the attacking zone. That was a yellow card issued to Buckley. As that shot stopped by Rafkin. Ground ball battled for. Mahoney trying to get to it. Fossey comes away with it. Fossey feeds McCobb. Back out to Aaron Alves. Medford has the 1-goal lead. They look to build upon it. As they drive inside, the pass there, trying to get Meager. Bounces over to the far side where Becky Casey was right there to pick it up and put it back behind Rafkin. Tough break there for the Highlanders as the ball bounced the Mustangs' way. Buckley issued a yellow card in that situation. So she will be back in play in a few more minutes. Highlanders, though, down by 2 now. 10:40 remaining in the game. Casey and Antonelli in the face-off circle. Timmons not able to get it. Antonelli, though, picks up the ground ball. Now Plata tried to run before she had it in the cross, and Casey comes away with it. Casey checked there. Infraction for the Highlanders. Restart to Medford. As McCobb drops it to Aaron Alves. Now Medford taking their time. 10 minutes remaining in the game. They're up by 2 goals. 4-2. So they will take their time with their offensive execution. The Highlander defense has been tremendous, especially here in the second half. As Medford has tried running cutters. There you see Becky Casey with the cut. Oh my goodness gracious. Alves to Casey. Becky Casey just so good with that quick shot. Great pass there by Aaron Alves. Casey closely defended on that play, but was able to flick of the wrist, just get it right by Rafkin. Back to a 3-goal lead for the Mustangs. 5-2 is your score.
Aaron Alves.
Ball in play. Fossey will clear that away. 9:48 remaining in the game. Highlanders now trail by 3 again. They had cut it to a 1-goal lead for the Mustangs. 2 Becky Casey goals have made it a 3-goal lead again, and this time Alves comes across and is able to come away with the ball. Highlanders unable to take that face-off. Antonelli's been tremendous in the face-off circle, earning plenty of opportunities for the Highlanders. Too many players in the zone. I think Plata will be called for it. Buckley is released. And Alves with the restart. Gives it to Casey. Casey again! Oh my goodness gracious. She got the hat trick on the last goal. Now she's got a natural hat trick here in the fourth quarter. 3 goals for Becky Casey. as she has taken this game over. It's a 6-2 Medford lead.
Medford goal, number 21, Becky Casey.
Alves again with that assist, picks up her second assist of the game. 6-2 now the Medford lead. Highlanders played so well defensively. Becky Casey just turning into a one-person wrecking crew. Casey battling with Antonelli in the face-off circle, bounces off. Timmons looking to get to it. Can't quite get to it. McCobb will pick it up for the Mustangs in the attacking zone. Now Fossey with it. Drops it back down to McCobb. As Medford now with this 4-goal lead, their biggest lead of the game, taking their time. No rush here on the offensive end. 8:45 remaining in the game. Casey flashes across. Mahoney able to steal that one away as they were looking for Caitlin Alves. Now Layla Mahoney tries to pass that. Gets checked from behind by McCobb. And Fossey picks it up. It's Medford picking up the intensity here in the fourth quarter. Plata defending Fossey. Out wide. They're going to work their offense now with 8:10 remaining in the game. Keep an eye on 21. She's got 3 goals in this quarter alone. She's put the Medford Mustangs on her shoulders and is leading them to that GBL championship. A win today for the Mustangs will secure the GBL championship for them. A loss and a Highlander win will result in a tie atop the GBL. As McCobb has it. Mustangs taking their time here. As McCobb here near side gives it to Meager. Her shot knocked aside by Rafkind. Out, but it's determined that Scott was closest. Nice block there. Plata able to knock that ball away. Timmons comes away with the ball in her cross. And she is fouled there. Highlanders get the restart. Pass forward looking for Plata. Godfrey steals it away. Godfrey now driving into the attacking zone. She'll pull it back. As Casey ends up with it, gives that one off to Fossey. 6:45 remaining in the game. Now Aaron Alves. Screen by Casey. Another Casey screen there. Gets it to Scott. And Georgia Scott will run it back out. Medford taking their time here, draining the clock. 6 minutes remaining. As Antonelli able to knock that out of the cross of Scott, but Scott will get the restart as Antonelli called for the infraction. Tick, 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 tick as Medford takes their time, leading by 4. Highlanders had cut it to a 1-goal game. Then Becky Casey here in this fourth quarter, number 21, has took it upon herself. 3 straight goals. And now Medford able to take their time, hold on to this 4-goal lead. It's McCobb. Out wide, defended by Mahoney. Pass goes to Meager. As Rickson defends her. Meager looks for the cutter Scott. Instead, Rafkin comes out of her circle, able to play it. Feeds it forward looking for Davis. Godfrey, though, able to knock it away from Davis, and Godfrey picks it up herself. And Godfrey's into the attacking zone. As Medford again able to get that critical turnover from the Highlanders, denying the Highlanders an offensive possession or opportunity. That goes to the X position. That's Meager with it. Or Caitlin Alves, actually, with it. Strike that. Rickson called for the infraction. Alves will get the restart from X. 4:10 remaining in the game. Alves just running out towards the corner, taking her time. Now she might get the opportunity with a crease there. Good job by Gamache sliding in, preventing her from driving in front of the net. Alves again gets by Rickson. Again denied the cut. Gets it here near side to Meager. 3:45 remaining. Meager loses it. Good check there by Timmons. Mahoney tries to pick it up, but there's Becky Casey once again able to steal that one away. She feeds Fossey. 3:30 remaining in the game. Medford just drawing time off the clock now. As Becky Casey has staked them to a 4-goal lead here in the fourth quarter. Out wide to Goyer. Defensively. Dealing with McCobb. Or strike that, that's Fossey. DeGoyer called for the infraction. Fossey on the restart. 2:55 remaining in the game. Senior day for this team coming up on Wednesday the 11th, or Wednesday the 13th, strike that, Wednesday the 13th. That will be senior day, senior game against Gloucester for this girls lacrosse team. So the Highlanders also back into the playoffs this year. 4 years running they've gone to the postseason. 2:15 remaining. Alves loses that one out of bounds. Gamache able to force the turnover. Ava Davis looking to get the ball quickly. Highlanders need to move it downfield quickly. See that quick defense, though, so difficult. They over pursue, force you to make the good pass. Highlanders have been able to make it a few times. As Plata now driving down the slot. She looks for the shot. And a goal as Plata puts that one in behind Riley Allen. Medford, though, so efficient and effective at wasting time as they ran the clock down from about 9 minutes remaining in the game to under 2 minutes remaining in the game. 1:46 now as they maintain possession throughout all that time. Highlanders able to get the goal from Plata, cutting it to a 3-goal lead for the Mustangs. Highlanders so critical that they are able to win the faceoff coming out of this timeout with 1:46 remaining. We will, of course, have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV of all postseason action that we are able to bring to you. Technology allowing, of course. Has 3 teams already into the postseason here in the spring season. Baseball going back to the playoffs after not qualifying last year. Girls lacrosse back to the playoffs for the 4th year in a row. Boys volleyball back to the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Boys lacrosse still work to do, 4 wins away, as they are at Watertown tomorrow, have Salem next Tuesday on the 12th here at Dilboy. 2 possible winnable games of the 4 that they have remaining that they need to win 4 out of their remaining 6 games. Highlanders need to come out of this timeout, quickly get the face-off win, and score another quick goal They are trailing by 3. This was a heck of a game and has been a heck of a game as Highlander defense really came out very dedicated to stopping the Medford offense. They were doing an excellent job of it. Shut the Mustangs out in the third quarter. Cut it to a 1-goal game, 3-2. And then here in the fourth quarter, Becky Casey, it became the Becky Casey show. As Casey, already a goal back in the second quarter, tacked on 3 more as she goes for the natural hat trick here in the fourth quarter. And that is the difference as the Highlanders trail by those 3 goals, 6-3. Antonelli and Casey in the face-off circle. It's been a battle between those two in that circle. Highlanders come away with it. Kate Timmons with it. She gets bodied immediately. Infraction called. So Timmons on the restart. Highlanders quickly into the offensive zone. 1:30 remaining. They feed it to Valdez. Valdez loses it from the cross, though. Foul is going to be called. Highlanders will get the restart. Clock is rolling. Valdez will get it from the 8-meter arc. Riley Allen has stopped 4 of these. It's Valdez in. Gets checked as she shot it. Did not get a lot on that one, and Riley Allen able to get the save. As Celia Meager picks up the ground ball around midfield. Medford with the possession now. 1 minute remaining in the game. Medford with the 3-goal lead in possession. As Meager pulls it back out. Highlanders trying to get it away from her. Timmons called for the infraction. It's Timmons and Antonelli trying to get that ball away from Meager. 40 seconds remaining. It's Meager to Alves. Aaron obtains that offensive zone, cuts it back, using her speed. She spun away from the defense there. Spins away from Gamache. 15 seconds remaining. Highlanders still trying to get that ball away. Alves just playing keep away. As Medford took a 4-goal lead here in this quarter. As Lounsbury comes away with a turnover, but that will do it. As Medford comes away with a 6-3 win. They will be GBL champions here in 2026. Congratulations to the Medford Mustangs on the GBL championship here in 2026. Congratulations as well to the Highlanders going back to the postseason as they will be in the Division II playoffs. We will have coverage of that for you here on Somerville Ed TV. A tough loss for the Highlanders, but when you look at the difference between the 12-1 loss they had at Medford just a month ago and the 6-3 loss they have here at Dilboy today, a different team the Highlanders look like as they came in, did an excellent job through 3 quarters defensively, holding the Mustangs to 3 goals through 3 quarters, and then Becky Casey just took over this game. It seemed like there was absolutely nothing the Highlanders could do. Fantastic job by Becky Casey as she had 4 goals in this game. Goal scorers for the Highlanders, Emma Lounsbury, Camila Plata, and Regan Antonelli. Antonelli as well had an assist as she assisted on Lounsbury's goal. Excellent job as well by Julia Rafkind. Just difficult. The Highlanders had to take the loss in this one. Probably one of their best performances that I've seen this program have today against Medford. But they come up on the losing end 6-3. Congratulations once again to the Mustangs for their 2026 GBL championship. That's going to do it for us today from Dilboy Stadium. Thank you so very much for joining us. It's been a great week, Medford week, as the Highlanders were able to win on the baseball diamond and on the volleyball court against the Mustangs this week. And we had those games for you here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you mash your buttons, like, share, subscribe, sign up for notifications so you know when we've posted our videos and when we have special live coverage like we will likely have during the postseason. So keep your eyes out for that. Thank you very much for watching at home. Thank you very much, Bill Trudell, On camera, Joe Constantine. He is our director. My name is Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Girls Lacrosse on Somerville Ed TV.